So if a person cannot pray salah standing, or standing with some assistance, or sitting with some assistance, then according to the majority of the ulama, excluding the Hanafi madhab, he prays salah while lying down on his side, either his right side or his left side, preferably his right side. If the left side is easier, then he can pray on his left side. Otherwise, the right side gets preference. So he'll pray lying down on his right side. So when a person prays lying down on his right side, then his face should face the Qibla. But before we demonstrate that, in the Hanafi madhab, if a person cannot pray salah standing or sitting, then he prays lying on his back. And if not on his back, on his sides. He can pray on the sides while he's able to on his back, but it's better on the back than the sides are the next choice. The other schools say he prays on his side, and if he cannot on his side, then he prays lying on his back, like how we'll demonstrate. The Maliki madhab says if he's not able to on his back, then the stomach is an option. Then he prays on his stomach. The others don't mention that. So when you pray on your side, then on your right side, then in this case you face the Qibla with your face. Your face has to be in the direction of the Qibla, and as much as possible from the front of your body. The main thing is your face, but the front of your body as well. Your feet as well, if you can keep it straight. Otherwise, if it's bent, it's okay. The front of your body, but your face faces the direction of the Qibla while you are lying on your right side. So in this case, let's say the Qibla is like this. So then I'm facing the Qibla like this. So when you can keep your hands in any way, because as we said, you do as you can, you do as you are able to, and whatever you are unable to, it falls. So you're going to be like this, you're lying like this, and then you can start the salah. If you are able to do this, you're able to do that. If one hand, you can do one hand. Otherwise, just articulate Allahu Akbar. And then you can fold your hand if you're able to. If you're not able to, you can leave them, whoever side they are. You recite as you wish to recite, whatever you want to recite, Surah Al-Fatiha and another surah. And then for ruku', you have to tilt your head. So do you tilt your head like that you are facing the ground, or do you tilt it towards your chest? The ulama say, for ruku', you tilt your head towards your chest. So you're going to read Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal Sami Allahu liman hamidah, like that. And for sajda, you do the same thing, but lower your chin, but lower than your ruku' for sajda. And then you perform the second rak'ah the same manner. And then for tashahhud, in your sajda, again, you just be doing like this. So the hands have nothing to do again. The hands can be wherever they are. So the main thing is your head moves like this. If your hands are there, it's fine. If it's there, it's fine. However it is, it's fine. And then again, when you're sitting in for the tashahhud, if you can keep your hands there, that's fine. If none of them, you point with your shahada finger, whatever you're capable of. And then the same thing with the salah. If you like this, you probably can't do the salah on your right side. If you can do it like that, it's fine. Otherwise, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And then in your left side, if you're able. If you're not able, then you just say the salam, interpreting from the left side. So basically, as we said, whatever you're able to do, you do it as normal. And whatever you are unable to do, you go to the substitute. So your hands, they have a place, but that's if you can reach them, if you can put it on them. If not, they fall. Certain cases, like the sajda, like the ruku' or the sajda, there's no place for the hands. You just indicate with your back and your neck. And same thing with the ruku'. So that's how you perform salah, sitting, lying on your side. The main thing is you face the qibla with your head, with your face, and that's if you are able to face the qibla. But if you can lie on your right side, but you're not able to face the qibla, you yourself or somebody assisting you, then you pray whichever direction you're facing, but on your right side. If not your right side, then your left side. In that case, your face would still be facing the qibla, but you on your left side. So lastly, connected to this is two things. Number one, when a person indicates for ruku' and sajda, this applies to whether lying down on back or sides, or even when praying sitting, then if a person is capable, he should try and make the sajda lower than the ruku'. So he should try and lower his neck or his chin or his head, and if his back as well, then that should be, or let's say for ruku' or for sajda, it should be lower than what he'd bend down for ruku'. So that's if possible. If it's not possible and it will happen to be the same, then that's okay. But if he can lower the sajda a bit more, then you should try and do that. And lastly, a person, let's say, we said a person should perform salah on his right side or on his left side, and if not possible either of the two, then on his back. So if a person performs salah on his left side while being capable on his right side, the salah will be valid. Some scholars like the Shafi'i madhab say that it's makruh to do so, but the salah will be valid. And if a person prays on his back while being capable to pray on his right side or left side, so he prays on his back for no real reason, then the salah will still be valid. But some ulama say it's makruh to do so, just to go away from the difference of opinion of those ulama who say the salah would be invalid to pray on the back while being capable to pray on the sides. And in the Hanafi madhab, you pray on your back. After sitting, comes the back and then the right side or the left side. But they say if a person prays on his right side or left side while being capable to pray on his back, the salah will be valid, but the back is better. So we say this because this links to a question a person might ask, and that is, if a person prays in a certain manner, let's say a person prays on his back. If he prays on his back, let's say a non-Hanafi, he prays on his back, he can face the Qibla. So if he prays on his back, he can face the Qibla. So if we say praying on the side, let's say the right side is level 1 in terms of being the best, and the left side is level 2, and then the back is praying on the back is level 3. So does a person pray on level 3 with facing the Qibla, so the third best, but he faces the Qibla, or he prays on level 1, that is on his right side, but without facing the Qibla, or on the left side without facing the Qibla, and he's capable of all three. But let's say he doesn't have somebody, let's say, to shift his bed or whatever he's on in a manner where he'd be able to face the Qibla while being on the right side. Or if he's not capable of the right side, then on the left side, so he can do on his left side or on his back. But if he's on the back, he can face the Qibla. On his left side, he doesn't face the Qibla, and there's no one to turn his bed, or he's not able to turn himself to be able to face the Qibla while being on his left side. So what do we tell him to do here? Here we'll say that a person should give preference to facing the Qibla, because salah on either of the three sides will be valid. And it's just a sunnah. It's a sunnah which one takes preference. But facing the Qibla, while facing the Qibla is a stipulation for the validity of the salah. So a person should give preference to facing the Qibla, then even if he's not able to do level 1 and he has to do level 2 but facing the Qibla, or level 3 facing the Qibla, then that's fine, then he should do that. And the same the Hanafi madhab, if he's on his back, he cannot face the Qibla, but on his right side, he's capable of being on his right side. The right side is level 2 in the Hanafi madhab, level 1 being the best on the back, level 2 second best on the right side, and then on the left side, either equal or one of them takes preference. Then in this case, if a person prays on his right side, he can face the Qibla. On his back, he can't face the Qibla. Then he'll go to level 2 and face the Qibla. So that's what a person should do regarding this mas'ala.